All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Corey back in another video, man. And today I got the 10 tips that'll actually help you level up mentally. These are the tips that'll help you get into the right mindset as you go into your manhood. These are tips that I personally picked out myself from my personal journey. And first of all, I just want to say respect to you for even watching this video, because this is an educational video. This isn't going to be super entertaining necessarily. Won't be very much editing in this, so respect to you for even watching this. You have a top 10% attention span if you're watching this. This is just straight knowledge. So a little bit about me, bro. This was me back in 2020. If you guys want to see, this was me, guys. Hold on, let me turn this down. This is me, bro. Like, look at my hair. Look what I'm doing, bro. Look what I'm doing. I'm scratching the pimples off the top of my forehead. Hold up, don't look at that. But look, look at that, bro. I was like scratching. I'm like, look at all these pimples and stuff on my forehead. I was trying to scratch them off because I didn't know about skincare. I didn't know how to actually get them off normally. You know what I'm saying? In a good, healthy way. So I was sitting here scratching my forehead to get the pimples off. Like, that's like just the type of dumb shit I used to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just shows you like where I was at mentally. Like, bro. Anyway, you see how I looked and stuff, and this is how I look now. So, you know, I've made a lot of progress in my mental state. So, number one tip, bro. If you're not in high school, or even if you're in school, bro, you have to find a passion. Like, this was the main thing for me. This was the main thing that I can draw. I can show this to anybody and say, this is like the main thing that makes somebody successful. This is the main thing that puts someone in the right mindset, is if you have a goal and you work to achieve it. Because that's all, like, that's basically the whole formula. That's literally the whole formula to masculinity and manhood. Just having a goal and working towards it every day. Sacrificing things, sacrificing time with your girl, time playing video games, sacrificing everything just to get your work done. That's what masculinity is literally like all about, basically. And so you have to find the thing that you're going to work on. You have to find what you want to work on, and you want to do that with something that you're actually passionate about. You don't want to do that with something that you just think will make you money, because you can make money doing anything if you're passionate about it and if you do good work on it. And so you want to find a passion. Like I put some examples here because a lot of young guys, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they want to do stuff like this. They want to do the bodybuilding. They want a nice body. Like, maybe you want to be a painter. Maybe you want to make the basketball team. So I put that. Maybe you want to do YouTube. Maybe you play guitar. Whatever it is, just something that you're passionate about. Like, for me, this is what I always say. If you don't have any real passion just yet, any creative passion or any skill-based passion, like woodworking or guitar playing, or, you know, some type of instrument, some type of something, if you don't have anything like that, I always suggest bodybuilding, working on your physique and your fitness and stuff, because that is the main thing that helped me and a lot of other guys that didn't really have much like natural talent in terms of stuff like that, you know, musical or athletic abilities. You know, I didn't have any of that. So, and a lot of guys don't. And so the only thing that you can control is your body and how you look. And so I strongly suggest that that's the first place you start if you have nothing else. Start in the gym, start making progress there, and then once you start doing that, that'll allow you to make progress in other areas, because you'll be like, oh shoot, I didn't know I could achieve stuff. Oh my gosh, I have these great muscles. Like, oh my gosh, maybe I could go do this now. You know, like that's what it's all about, bro. Life is all about just starting something, achieving that, and then going to the next thing, bro. If you make good progress, start a business, teaching what you, yeah, like that's easy. Like, you can do YouTube with that. Like, if you're a bodybuilder and then you make a good progress on your physique, start teaching people how you make good progress on your physique. If you're a good guitar player, start teaching people how to be a good guitar player. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, like, same thing. You can do that with any single hobby, bro. So let's get straight to it. The next tip is to delete social media. This is a controversial one, I already know, but the purpose of social media is literally to keep you on the app. Literally, they design the algorithm to show you things that you will like, and so you won't get off the app, because they put all the shit that you want right in front of you, so you don't get off of it. The point is so they can make money off of your viewership. Time is money. If you give someone your time, you're giving them money. And so that's why they have advertisements and stuff. Like, there's a whole science behind this shit, bro. And so you do not want to be the one consuming it. You want to be the one creating content, if anything. If you have social media, you want to be the one creating. I don't have TikTok. I don't have social media, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I don't even use that shit. It actually made me feel worse about myself. Because I remember, bro, when I had TikTok, bro, and I had Instagram. And when I would go on there every day, literally just seeing guys that are on there that were rich as fuck, that had all the girls, that had like crazy ass physique. Like I would see that shit every single day, and that shit would piss me off, bro. I'm like, I can't keep looking at this shit because until I'm there, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't keep looking at this shit because it's making me feel bad about myself, and so that's why I deleted the shit. It's an idealized image of people. They're posting their pics with the best lighting after a pump. Like no one. Here's what I realized, bro. This is a little tip, especially for you fitness guys who lift weights and stuff. Nobody looks big 100% of the time. Like even the biggest guys, bro. If you go a couple days without working out, you're gonna lose just a tiny bit of mass. I used to think that being big and being strong was about you had to look big 100% of the time. Like you always looked big. But no, like even like the biggest guys, like in certain videos and certain lighting, they don't look that big. It just helped me realize that you don't have to look super huge 100% of the time. And so you shouldn't try to do that either. Just for anybody who just, wants to look big and stuff, because I've been through that. So yeah, and so information overload. We live in a society where there's so much information out there, and that's great. On one hand, it helps people achieve things, it helps people be creative, it helps people make points, and they can look up stuff. But humans normally, before this era, they did not have access to this much information. They only knew about stuff that was going on in their hometown, and that actually helps them go and achieve things. Once you have too much information, like there's so much information out there, and a lot of it is contradictory too. It doesn't all just go together perfectly. There's a lot of contradictory information out there, and so it's like knowing all that stuff and reading all that stuff, it'll actually make you have the analysis paralysis. Like you're thinking about so much that you actually don't do anything. And we know that life rewards action, so you gotta take action in order to achieve some shit. And so just thinking about it with all the information that you have is just, it doesn't always help. So a lot of times you just gotta do some shit without thinking about it too much. I like when I record this video, I just press record. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about it too much because it just takes too long. Like it just makes me not want to do it. I used to watch hella videos from hella creators and stuff, and I would lose my own voice because, I would watch all these different videos and then it would make me rethink my own thoughts. And I'm a creator, so I'm like, that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? I have to be strong on my own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped doing that shit, bro. So you need to stop doing that shit too. Yeah. So the next step, bro, is to read self-help books or listen to audiobooks. So this was a huge aspect for me because when I first started doing this, bro, like when I first started trying to improve myself, I was just using audiobooks because I didn't like reading. And so I would just go on the Amazon Audible app and I would just download all these books and stuff, and I just listen to them, you know what I'm saying? And that shit really helped me, bro, because it just opens your mind to so much more, like so many more ideas and concepts that you never would have thought about by yourself, right? Because these are like 80-year-old guys, like white hair, you know what I'm saying? These are guys that have so much knowledge, so much experience in certain fields, and they're just putting all the shit that they know in a book. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. Like it's just crazy value. Like you can get a book for like $10 and it'll have like 50 years worth of knowledge and real estate in it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy value if you actually sit there and open it up. If you crack it open and read the shit, then like you will get so much more information. And so some of my favorite books are The Untethered Soul. I forgot the guy's name, but it's about consciousness. It's about realizing that you are not the body that encapsulates you. You are not, this flesh. You are not this body. You are the awareness of it. You are the one that's experiencing life through your body and through your mind and stuff. You're not actually your mind. And so that's what that's about. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is just like certain money management skills and how rich people think and how poor people think and how they manage their money and their time and stuff like that. The Way of the Superior Man, excellent book. David Dita just reframes like the whole masculine purpose stuff. Like it really goes deep into that and like the feminine tendencies and stuff like that. Really great read. I highly recommend that one. The Gap and the Gain, also a really great book. It's just about reframing your mindset based on not just where you are in life, like because a lot of people will measure where they are in life compared to where they want to be, or this certain celebrity or something that they want to be like, instead of measuring yourself versus who you used to be. So that's the gain. So if you're right here, you're measuring yourself versus who you used to be. That's the gain, because you gained this much knowledge and this much information in that time. So you should be proud of yourself. If you think about it from that perspective, you'll be happy. But if you think about it from this perspective on how much you got left till you be the perfect person or whatever, then you're gonna think horribly about yourself because you're like, I have so much more to go. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And so that's just just a mental reframing of the same problem. You know, you're in the same place, but it's just about your mind. You'll learn a lot about stuff. You'll learn a lot about your mind and stuff when you read books. You'll learn how powerful your mind really is. So yeah, reading books is really great. And so the next tip I have is to start talking to more people. Start learning social cues and learning body language. And so number one, bro, like the easiest thing that you could say, like if you have nothing to say, just say, hi, how are you doing? Right? Just say, hello, what's up? Hey, whatever. You can say whatever word, and then you just say, how are you doing? That's literally such an easy opener. Nobody will react badly to that. People will be like, oh, I'm doing good. How about you? And then you can just say the same thing. I'm doing well. You know, da, 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 da. It doesn't really get very deep, but it's just something to say. Because a lot of people, I've noticed a lot of people who are overthinkers like me, especially if you're watching this video, you might be like me. And so you're probably an overthinker and stuff. So it's like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What do I say? But you like, if you just know one thing to say that you can have at the top of your mind, no matter what, like whoever is just walking by, you can just say that. Whoever you're meeting, whoever you're greeting for the first time, you're like, how are you doing? What's your name? Da da da. Right? And it's just easy. Like just something that you can have on the top of your head so you can know for whenever this situation presents itself. And so now the next tip for this one is just to be present. This isn't a popular tip, even though it should be. People don't really be saying that you need to be present. Like just be in the conversation. For example, I used to, like when I'm talking to somebody, I'll be overthinking. I'm be thinking about what I'm gonna say, what question I'm gonna ask. You know, how do I get out of this conversation? You know, just whatever. Like I'm just overthinking about a whole bunch of stuff instead of actually paying attention to the person and actually being in the conversation itself. Eye contact is a big one. Just look people in the eye. It just makes them feel like you're actually listening and you actually care. And it just helps. It helps me in general as well. Just pay attention. If you're looking around, you're not really paying attention to what they're saying. So yeah, pay attention, have eye contact, and this is a big one to me. Try and understand what matters to them and why they do what they do. Okay, and I said that specifically because a lot of times on the internet when people talk about charisma and they talk about social skills and all that, they say to just be interested in the person, right? And that's fine. Like that's a fine tip. It makes sense why they would say that, but they don't say exactly what to be interested in. And so this is why I say try and understand what matters to them, because that's how you get to the root of somebody. Like what is your core, like what do you care about? What are you here to do? Like what are you trying to accomplish? Those are the things that people that show who someone really is. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how you make a really deep connection. That's how you really have a good conversation with somebody. It's when you get deeper than the surface level. Don't ask about how their day was. Don't ask about no dumb shit because they don't even want to talk about that. Don't ask how their work was or how their school was or whatever. It's like just ask like a little bit of a deep question. Like it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. Don't ask for the social security number. Don't, you know what I'm saying? You're not asking for a pee sample. You know what I'm saying? Like just ask for something that's a little bit, past the normal, but not in a creepy way. Just like, what are your goals? So like, what do you want to, like a lot of times I ask people, especially young people, like, do you want to have kids? Do you want to have a family? Like that's a pretty, it's like kind of personal, but it's also not that crazy to ask that. It just shows that someone's like interested, like, oh, what are your thoughts on marriage and kids or whatever? Because everyone has an opinion on it. And so that's a good one to ask personally for me, especially if you're getting a little bit closer to somebody. And so, yeah. And then the next one is just to share authentic opinions. Don't be shy in sharing your opinions, even if the person might disagree. Okay. You got to read the room. Like if it's like someone that's super duper sensitive or something, maybe you don't want to do that just to not cause a scene or whatever. But like, if it's just a normal person, just share your opinions, bro. Don't lie and say that you like something that you don't, and don't say that you don't like something that you actually do. You got to be authentic when you're talking to people, because then that's how you actually build a real connection. You can't be lying to people. So it's just no point. Like trying to lie just to be agreeable, that doesn't help anything. So yeah. And so expect somebody to talk to you. Like I used to do this when I would walk down like the street or, wherever. And if someone's walking past me, I would just hope that they don't say anything. So I'll just kind of walk by and like look down at my phone or, on the weather app or whatever, what I'm saying? Just walking past, hoping they don't say anything. But ever since I made the mental flip, because people would start saying stuff to me like, oh, hey, how you doing, young man, or whatever, just little something. And so I would be flustered. I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be like, I'm doing good, sir. I don't know. Just say whatever. And so you want to just expect someone to talk to you. Like you see someone walking by, just think about something real quick, just in case they say something to you. And just that little tip like helped me so much. It helps avoid a lot of like awkward moments. You know what I'm saying? If you're walking towards somebody, just kind of expect them to talk to you. Like this happened to me once when I was at school. One time I was literally walking from my classroom into the hallway. There was this girl standing there. She was looking around, looking lost and shit, and I was gonna just walk past. I don't want her to say shit to me, but I'm like, she probably will. I mean, she looks a little bit lost. She might ask me for something, and lo and behold, she literally asked me, "Do you know where the thing is?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's just over there." You know, like just that little thing, just like life is about just these little tips and tricks that you pick up along the way, bro. That could have been awkward, you know, if she'd asked me that. No, I don't know, go over there. You know, I already kind of had an idea what she was gonna ask because she was looking like that. So a big thing is just anticipation, and so. Yeah, ask things that you're curious about. Yeah, everyone has a unique perspective. Yeah, and do not show judgment. That's a big one. When people say something that you don't agree with, you do not want to act judgmental towards them. Even if you do secretly judge them, don't say it out loud and don't actually, show that you're judgmental towards them, because then they're not going to open up to you anymore. Or just other people are not going to open up to you. Like you want to get used to like being a people person and not judging people anyway. But even if you do like slightly just inherently, have a visceral reaction to something, you want to try not to show it. And so, yeah. So that's my next tip. Stop talking to more people, learn social cues, body language, and stuff like that. So next one, try and exercise every single day. And so this was a big thing for me. This was a big turning point in my life when I started working out consistently every day, no matter what, no matter if it was rain, sleet, snow, whatever the fuck. If I had a bloody nose, if I was sick, my car crashed, I was still going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I still made that promise to myself. And just that little thing in my life was a big thing that helped level up my mental state, because it just proved that I can do whatever I need to do no matter what. Like I don't just let shit get in the way of my progress. I was not a gym guy at first. Like this was me, literally. This was me 2022, bro. Look at me. Look at my fucking stomach, bro. Look at all this damn gut. Look at like my shoulders and shit. I didn't have any fucking muscle. Like my arms weren't big. There's no muscle there. It's just fat. You know what I'm saying? Look at my titties. You know what I'm saying? Like look at my face. And this was me like probably a week or two ago. I know it's a weird angle, like I'm taking it like this, but you can just see the difference in the muscle tone and stuff like that. And I'm not even a crazy physique right now, but it's a clear night and day difference. That's why I chose this picture. Anyway, exercising and lifting weights is your foundation for discipline. Again, for a lot of guys don't have some type of natural thing that they're good at. A lot of guys don't start working hard immediately, especially nowadays. A lot of guys need their discipline to be worked on and improved. It's not just inherently there. And so this is how you start improving your discipline. Going to the gym. It's the first thing it's like kind of easy technically to just go to the gym and lift weights. Like that's all you have to do. And so like it's a first step into being more disciplined in other areas. That's why I really suggest that you work out, exercise daily, not only for the mindset stuff, but obviously for the health benefits and for your aesthetic purposes. You look a lot better, you feel a lot better when you are in shape and when you have muscles and shit. And so you're going to be a lot more confident. You're going to be a lot more sociable. It reduces fear. Like, yes, people automatically respect you, bro. When I walk in with this motherfucking physique, bro, people literally just respect me immediately. Like I don't even gotta say shit. I went to my neighbor's thing and I hadn't even seen him in years, and he was like, called me like a buff nerd or something. Like he called me something like that, which I didn't really like that personally, that compliment or whatever. But it's because I had glasses and I had muscle, and he called me like a buff nerd or whatever. But he said it to my dad, but my dad said he said it in like an endearing way. People just notice you and like they form an opinion like immediately. Like no one's gonna try you. You know what I'm saying? When you look like that, and so you gotta start working out, bro. If you've been avoiding it, I know everybody says this, by the way. I know it's probably annoying to hear. I know it was annoying for me when I looked like this. When everybody kept telling me to get in the gym and I looked like this, bro, I was pissed. I was like, why do you keep telling me to do this shit? I don't want to get in the fucking gym. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you gotta do it, bro. So the next thing, bro, the next tip I have is to try seemingly scary or hard things, and you'll likely do better than you thought. And so this was a picture. This is a screenshot of me at a karaoke night in 2023 in my community college. And so I was literally singing. I was singing Mint Condition, Breaking My Heart, bro. And it was like in front of a room full of people, whatever. And this is something that I normally don't do. Like I don't usually sing in front of people like that. Just for some context, this was a little bit after I had left my university. I used to go to Central Michigan University. And so I left the university and I was going to a community college. When you're in a community college and you're not on a campus, like especially if you used to be on campus, it's a completely different experience. A lot of times in community college, you don't even see people. You don't really talk to people. You don't really have friends and shit. It's just like you go to school and then you go home. It's like at university you're on campus and you're doing shit. But when you're in community college, bro, like that shit is completely different. And so I was missing my friends. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I was missing the campus life, and I was like, damn, bro, I'm here by myself. The big thing was, bro, I had looked on Instagram and I saw some friends from the university and they were doing some karaoke night. The Black Student Union there, they were doing like a karaoke night and they were like singing on stage and shit. That's always been like a secret dream of mine, to be performing on stage, like, and have people cheering for me and shit. Like that was something I had thought of like years and years ago. Like even in middle school, like I wanted to be in the talent show. I never did it. I wanted to be like a child actor. I never did it. Like I just wanted to be someone like on stage or something, like performing and stuff. And I never did that, bro. And like I saw the karaoke night on the Instagram and I really wanted to do that shit, bro. And so the opportunity presented itself. We were at a Black Student Union thing at the community college and we were just in this room and they had like a little microphone set up and they had a little speaker set up and they were like, we're doing karaoke. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. I didn't plan on doing it. I didn't know they were gonna do it today, but I was like, I've been wanting to do karaoke. Like I'm gonna fucking do it. And I just got up and I started singing. And let me tell you, it was terrible. It was really, really bad. Like I cannot even watch that video. Like when I had to get the screenshot for this video, like I was cringing, bro. Like I was singing off key. It was not good whatsoever, bro. I promise you. But I like look at my passion. Like look at the way that I'm singing. I'm like breaking my heart. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was killing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I did that shit and I faced my fear. Like it was something I wanted to do, but I wasn't like that confident yet. And I was like, bro, I really, really considered not doing it. But I was like, if I don't do this, I will regret it like for the rest of my life, basically, because I'm the type of person that like, I know where my faults are. I know where I went wrong at. And it's like, if I had been thinking about doing karaoke for that long and the opportunity presented itself right there and I didn't take it, like that's a huge blow to your ego. It's a huge blow to your mental state. That's why I say just do shit. Just do the hard thing and you'll do better than you think. Like when I approached a girl, for example, one time I approached this girl, it was like at the gas station or something. She was like bad as fuck. Like she had like green eyes. She was light skinned. She had like fucking beautiful ass lips and shit. And I was like, bro, she right there, bro. I gotta say something. Like I just have to. I almost didn't do that shit too because I was like, oh, I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want her to say no. I went in there and I fucking said something. I said, what's your name, whatever. Like, can I get your number, whatever. I said something and she said no. Like she said straight up said no. And I was like, all right. And I just walked away. And I was happy that I did that shit. And same with this. Like, it was embarrassing as fuck. I mean, it wasn't embarrassing, but it was just bad. Like, it was not a good performance. It was not a good performance. But no one even said shit. No one even laughed or anything. It was just like, okay, it's over. I bet all these people even forgot about this shit. And so, once you start doing stuff like that, you'll get used to facing fears. You'll get used to just doing things that you don't want to do. Even when I was in class, bro, like I would get like tiny anxiety walking into class, especially because I would always be late and I knew that people would be looking at me when I walk in. And so I used to get like a tiny little bit of anxiety when I walk into class, but I just say, fuck it, open the door and just walk in. Head up, chest out, don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff like that. Like when I make a video, like sometimes I still get a little bit anxious and I'm like, fuck it, just click record. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta just do shit. You know what I'm saying? Just do the hard shit and you'll get used to it. And then it's over basically. And because life is always gonna move on. Life is continuous. So nothing just dwells forever. So just do the hard thing, do the embarrassing thing, and you'll get over it. And then you'll feel a lot stronger and a lot better that you did it. Like this honestly improved my confidence so much. And partly because it was so bad. Like, because it was so bad, like, I had to live with it being out there on the internet, and I had to live with, like, people hearing me sing that badly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to live with that shit, and so that just improved my confidence. I'm like, fuck it. You know, it's out there. Nothing I can do about it now. You know, little shit like that. It's like, you can't take it back, so fuck it. Just move on. You got to learn how to move on in life. That's one of the big things that I learned. And so this was my next tip, bro. Read the Bible. The crazy thing is, bro, you don't even have to be a Christian, bro, to read the Bible. I came up with this and I was talking to my homeboy about this, but right here, down here, belief isn't even just spiritual, bro. It's practical. And why do I say that? Even if you didn't believe in God, even if you thought God was just fake, if you thought God didn't exist, if you just read the Bible and like live by the biblical principles, bro, like you would have a great earthly life. You would have discipline, you would have focus, you would be fearless, you would just have a great life. The Bible is mostly about mindset, bro. It's all about how you frame your mind. Like literally God gives you strength to keep going. He tells you to be fearless. He literally says, do not fear, for I am your God. Like he's literally telling you straight up. And so it's like, you can't. If God's telling you to not have fear, bro, then you can't have fear. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just straight up like that. Like this is God telling you that. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. The crazy thing is that the Bible is the blueprint to life, bro. And I'm not a preacher. I'm not anything like that. But I'm just telling you, bro, from my own experience, I've bought many self-help books. I've spent hundreds of dollars on books and stuff like that. And when I tell you all the shit that I read in those books was in the Bible that I've had in my house for years, my entire life, that's just been sitting on the dining room table. I had opened the Bible for some answers, yes, and I found them. And it's like, that was so eye-opening for me, bro. And I was like, bro, like I done spent all this money, all this was right here in the Bible. Like it was crazy, bro. But yeah, so just the Bible has everything you need, bro, honestly. You have to read it, bro, because it gives you literally the key to life. It gives you literally what life is about. It literally says in the Bible that we were made here on earth to have a relationship with God and to love others. That's it. That's what we are made to do. Like that's the point of our life. And so when you don't have a relationship with God, you're going to have a void in your life because that's what you were made to have. And so it's like little shit like that. Like it tells you exactly what life is about. And so that takes a lot of the guesswork out of it because life is it's so complex. It's like no one knows all the answers except the Bible. Like the Bible is literally all the answers. So please read the Bible. And here's the thing, like most people don't even reject God. Like this is why I put this here. Most people don't actively reject God. That's what I've noticed. It just seems like a lot of people just don't know him for real. A lot of people don't just pray. They just don't spend time and they don't actually figure out what God is about. They just think it's just a bunch of strict rules that you can't do anything. And it's just a bunch of BS maybe, or like that's what they think. Like they don't think like, oh, God is actually this amazing, like strong presence in my life that helps me and carries me through everything that I need. They think of it as like this guy that's going to strike you down if you do anything bad. And so I don't want to be a part of that because then I have to hold myself to a higher standard. It's like, no, like this will actually give you a better life. Like you don't have a good life when you don't have a relationship with God because you don't have the answers. You know, like you can't figure out the answers all for yourself. God has all the answers for you. It literally tells you in the Bible. So what's the point of not reading it? Like he's literally telling you the answers. So yeah. So y'all can read. I ain't gonna spend too much. I don't want to be like a preacher or anything. So, but yeah. So my next tip, bro. My next tip is just to stop chasing validation. You got to stop doing it, bro. I used to do this. I've explained this in videos, but I used to go to the mall. I used to try to buy clothes. I used to buy Gucci belts and like all this expensive shit. I used to go broke trying to buy clothes and try to buy gear and trying to look cool. And it was for validation. It wasn't for any other purpose. It wasn't because of myself. It was only because I wanted girls and I wanted friends and shit. Like I be wearing normal shit. Like I wear just plain shit nowadays. I don't even wear them damn Jordans in my closet. They're all dusty and shit because I just don't care anymore. But at the time, I really did care. Posting on social media, I don't do that shit anymore. Like, like I don't post for likes and shit. When I post shit on social media, it's stuff like this. It's stuff to teach people. It's to uplift people. It's not trying to get likes and validation for me. Oh, look at me. You know, it's not about that. I literally tell embarrassing stories about myself. I literally just showed you that embarrassing ass video of me in the beginning. Like, I'm not here trying to look pretty and look cute. I'm here trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you just got to stop doing it. Stop posting for likes. Stop posting, trying to get viral and shit, bro. Trying to flash money and shit. That's not, just stop doing it, bro. Anyone that actually has money is not flashing it. Okay. Yeah. Comparing your life. I used to do that. And yeah, over explaining, like this is a big one. This is why I say like, you got to just move on in life. Like when you're talking to somebody and when you over explain stuff, it just makes you seem like you're not confident in what you're saying. So you got to just say what you need to say and just move on. You know, like I said, life is about moving on, bro. Romantic and sexual validation. This was a huge one, and we'll cover this later in the next tip. But this is a huge one, especially for young guys. They want a girlfriend. They want someone just to fulfill that void. They want someone to just make them feel good. They just want someone that can have sex with them and make them look good, like on their arm or something. They don't actually want a genuine relationship. And so that's a form of validation chasing. If you're trying to get girls and stuff, especially as a young guy, like 14, 15, 16, it's like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to actually hold a damn relationship. You don't know how to care for another woman, a whole other human being, bro. You don't care about any of that shit. You don't care about the emotional connection. You're just trying to get a girl that can have sex with you or just make you look good. You know what I'm saying? Make you look like someone will actually like you. That's what I wanted. When I was in high school, bro, I didn't want a relationship for the emotional connection. I wanted it because I thought that it would make me look cool. You know what I'm saying? If I had a girl, if you have a girl and it's like, okay, someone likes you, you're worthy of being liked. You're worthy of being loved. Like, that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want like some actual genuine relationship. I didn't want that shit. And a lot of guys don't. They just want to look like they want it. You know what I'm saying? They just want to look like they can get it if they so please. So you gotta stop doing that, bro. And like, same thing, trying to be cool. This all ties together. Like I said, like trying to buy all them Jordans and shit, spending all your money, pretending not to care. I made a video on this before too, but pretending not to care is not cool. It's actually cool to care. It's actually cool to care about something and to be passionate about something and then work towards it and actually achieving it. That's what makes you cool. That's what actually gives you confidence and like strong mental bandwidth and mental frame. That's what makes you genuinely cool. Not trying to act like you don't care about shit. And so my next tip, bro, second to last tip, is piggybacking off of that last one about romantic validation, but it's just stop trying to get a girlfriend early on, bro. Because the right girl will not fix your problems. I used to think this, bro, because like my room would be messed up, right? My room would be all messy. There would be clothes on the floor. My bed would be made up. My bed would not be made up. I wouldn't have any breakfast in the morning. And I was like, man, if I had a girl, she could clean my room. She could make me breakfast. She could fold my clothes. Like, I was like, the right girl would fix this shit, bro. Like, that's what I would think. And I was like, you know what? I want a girlfriend. Because I'm going to tell you a little secret, bro. This was a thing when I was in high school, bro. People used to think that I was gay for a little bit. Like, because I didn't have a girlfriend for so long. Like, I never was talking to any girls. I never had a girlfriend in high school. And so people, like, would say shit. The people would say that I was gay and shit. Like, they would make a little joke. I don't think they actually thought I was gay, but they would say shit like that. And I couldn't defend it. Like, I couldn't say I'm not gay because I don't have a fucking girlfriend. I don't have, I'm not talking to any girls and shit. So it's like, it damn near looks like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at on paper, it's like, you can make the argument. And so I was like, damn, bro, that's why I wanted a girlfriend, so I could just stop the accusations. That was one of the big things that I wanted. Like, that just shows you how dumb I was, how mentally unstable I was. I wanted to get a girlfriend just so I could stop the gay accusations. Like, that's so stupid. That's so stupid, bro. So I thought if I got a girl, then I would, like, cure all of that. And, like, no one would ask me shit. No one would ever accuse me of not being able to get girls because I got a girl already. Because I was like, I don't have to get a million girls. Like, I know I couldn't get a roster. Like, I knew that. I knew I couldn't get like 5 or 6 girls, but I was like, maybe if I get one, people would stop talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. And so eventually I didn't end up getting a girlfriend, and eventually I stopped giving a fuck because I realized that girls are not the answer to your problems. Like, I'm the answer to my problems. I have to fix my shit. I can't just rely on a girl to try to fix my problems. No, I have to become someone respectful, someone that can be respected myself. I can't rely on a girl to try to make me be someone that can be respected, because that's this is not how you want to do things. You don't want to put things about your own life in other people's hands. You got to take that shit yourself as a man. And so focus on building your body, your mindset, your confidence, and that'll get you girls. That'll get you so many more girls in the long run than just trying to get a girlfriend so bad. Because a lot of guys, they want a girlfriend so bad for a lot of the same reasons that I just mentioned. And so they waste time. They waste time that they could be using building their business, building their body, building their mindset, and building their confidence up in order to get not only a higher quality girl, but actually a girl that will actually respect them and stay with them. A lot of guys, they try to get into a relationship and even get into one when they're young and they don't know shit about women and they don't know shit about themselves. And so the girl leaves and the relationship goes to shit because no one knows how the fuck to do anything, right? They're just two young people trying to get in a relationship for no reason, just for validational purposes. This is not how you do shit, bro. You got to take a moment and just work on yourself, and then you step back into the game, and then you have so many more girls that are available to you, and you can actually have a very meaningful connection with these girls because you're actually someone that you like. You can actually talk about yourself. You're not just shaving yourself off. You're not just being reserved, because I used to talk to girls, bro, and I was on a date with a girl, like, she was like smart, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like I actually got insecure when I was talking to her. There was this girl that she was damn near my height too. She was like 5'10", 5'11", and she was cute. She was like light skinned, And she was smart, bro. She used to read books and journal and all this shit. And this was years ago, and I was like 18, 19. And so, like, I do all that shit now, which is crazy. Like, I journal and shit now, but she was doing that shit back then. And I was nowhere near doing that shit back then. And so I actually felt intimidated. I actually felt like she was too smart for me. And I was like, holy shit. Like, and it actually didn't end up working because I was insecure, basically. You know what I'm saying? I was insecure, and I didn't really pursue, even though she actually genuinely liked me. Like, she was telling her mom about me and shit, and like, it was crazy. But she liked me, but I couldn't pursue it. Like, I didn't do anything because I was so insecure, because I didn't fix myself yet. Like, I was still in progress, and I was sitting here trying to date a girl. Like, bro, like, I wasn't even the man I need to be yet. So I didn't deserve her type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have even trying to be getting her. Like, little shit like that. Like, you have to be able to respect yourself. You actually have to be not insecure if you want to have a real relationship. So you need to go through the solitude, and you have to actually build yourself up first before you try to get a relationship, bro. Before you try to get a girlfriend. And I promise you, it'll be a lot more fulfilling. It'll be a lot better. And so my last tip is to simplify your life, bro. Stop staying up so late. Stop doing all that bunch of bullshit. Temptation lives at night. I got that from Ashton Hall, so shout out to him. But it's so true. All the vices, all the crazy shit that people do, like, it all happens at night. So you got to go to sleep, bro. Cut out all the BS. Cut out the social media scrolling, the TikTok. Cut out the TV watching. Just cut out most of the stuff in your life, bro. You just have to cut out, like, the BS, bro. Because, honestly, it doesn't help you. It helps, like, for me, it helps me more when I get up and just do productive shit like this. Like, I just got up and I just made this video, bro. Like, I wanted to, there's so many shit that I could have done, right? Think about all the things I could do with this time. But no, you have to do something productive. Like, you can't, like, I got up immediately and did this. Like, first thing in the morning, knock it out. Okay? This is like, what, 40 something minutes in? I'm almost done. And so it's like, you got to do certain things. Just do the hard thing immediately. Do the shit that you need to do first. Don't do all that bullshit. And you can save the bullshit for the margins, for the time that you don't really have. But spend the time that you have, that you set aside for the big task, and that'll set you apart from everybody else, bro. I promise. Your life doesn't have to be hectic and action-packed to matter. Yes, that is so true. I used to think that, especially in high school, bro. I used to think that, like, the person that's going to the parties and getting invited to the parties, and like the person that's out doing everything is the cool guy. But you don't have enough time to actually think about anything when you're just doing too much. If you haven't done the work first, especially, then that doesn't actually help. You can have a very simple life, and that'll actually be a lot more productive and a lot better for you, especially for your mental health. If you're not doing everything, you know, you gotta just simplify your life, bro. Align your goals and your actions. This was a big thing for me. I used to take classes on, like, medical stuff because my mom was a doctor, and so I was like, I used to take medical classes because I thought that she wanted me to be a doctor, and so I was trying to do that, even though I didn't want to be a doctor. I was just doing the shit that I thought she wanted me to do, and so my goals and my actions were not aligning, and so I was like secretly not wanting to be a doctor and like not telling her shit and like just keeping that away from her and just acting like I wanted to do it, even though I wanted to do this, you know. So you have to align the stuff that you're doing and your goals, and so that makes it a lot simpler. Like, when you're living two separate lives and you try to balance all these different lives and all these different lies to people, that makes your life so much more complicated, and it just puts a lot more stress on your body. Trust me, please face it. Whatever it is, eventually I just had to tell my mom, look, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm not doing this fucking doctor shit. Like, I'm doing something else. Like, I'm doing this YouTube shit. Maybe I could do marketing. Maybe I could do whatever the fuck. Like, I'll do something else, but I'm not doing this doctor shit. And I was like, and she eventually had to concede it because it's like, what else are you gonna say? So you have to align your actions and your goals, bro. That's what I'm saying. So if you want to work out and you're not working out, then that's not aligning your goals and your actions, right? You have to have a goal and then make your actions align with it. Do the shit that will achieve your goal. And like, it sounds so simple. It sounds like easy, but people don't do that. Like, you set a goal and then you don't actually do the stuff to achieve the goal. Like that's how you build confidence. Like, it's really straightforward, bro. That's why I feel the need to make these type of videos, because people don't put it that clearly. People don't put it that plainly. Like, if you literally just set a goal and then achieve the goal, and by achieving the goal, you just do the little steps of achieving that goal. If you want to get a six pack, then you train abs 3 times a week, and you do that for 2 months, you'll have abs. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like you have to just align your goal with your action, and then you'll achieve it. It's really that simple. Life is very simple if we're being honest. It's very straightforward, I should say. It's not simple, but it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, so just be truthful. Yeah, like I said, just stop lying to people. Stop trying to keep a double lie. I know a lot of people have double lives and stuff. They're trying to keep things from their parents or their family or whatever. It's better to just be truthful a lot of the times, unless it's something that you really, really just cannot tell anybody. But usually you can. Like, just be truthful. Like, you're just being a little bit scared. This is what being a man is about, bro. You got to face your fears, like I said in the other slide. Like, you got to face your fears. You got to do scary shit, and you'll come out a lot better on top of it. Once I finally told my parents that I'm not doing that doctor shit, like, it was such a relief off my back because I'm not doing something that I don't want to do anymore. Now I'm doing the shit that I do want to do. The last one is just to set aside time to just think. So you want to think just about just whatever. Like, you got to think about stuff. You got to come to conclusions about things. That's a big little nugget that I found, like, because I would have a lot of thoughts throughout the day and throughout my life, but I didn't really connect them to anything. I didn't really know what they meant. I just kind of moved on and started thinking about something else. But once you set aside time to think and meditate, you start connecting dots. You start making sense of all the thoughts that you have. And that's so underappreciated, so underrated, bro. Like, once you connect dots and you actually have opinions on stuff instead of just random loose thoughts, then you can actually have better conversations. You can actually have better, you can have better conversations. You can talk to people better. You can make better points. You can have better presentations like this. You know, like, once you actually have a stance on something, it's different having a stance and having an opinion on something than actually just having a thought about a random topic. Once you have the thought and you think about the alternatives, you think about the counterpoints, and you think about all the different things, and then you create a firm stance on it from that, and you do that with a bunch of different topics in your life, that'll make you very, very interesting as a person, because people like people that are opinionated and that have thoughts. You know, even if they don't love the thoughts themselves, people respect someone that's bold enough to have opinions and have thoughts and share them. Okay, so that's why you have to just do that. Like, this is an underrated topic. Like I said, people don't tell you this shit. That's why I got to come to you and tell you myself. This is stuff that I've learned, bro. And like, having opinions on stuff really makes a difference. I promise you. So you can have conversations with people. If you don't have an opinion on shit, and it's hard to have a conversation with somebody because they're the only one giving their opinions, and you're just kind of sitting there talking, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. That's not a conversation. It's just someone lecturing you and talking to you. But if you actually have your opinions yourself, you can have a back and forth dialogue. So it's very important to do that. And I think that is the last slide. Yeah, that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching this video. I know it was very long and wasn't very edited, but respect to you for watching that all the way through, especially if you did. Make sure to check out my fitness ebook in the description. It's free if you want to get started on your fitness. And yeah, make sure to check out any other videos that you want. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. I will see you in the next video. Peace.